And welcome to our city homestead. Today we are going to be making cranberry juice. Cranberry juice is super simple to make, only takes 3 ingredients: cranberries, water, and sugar. And the best part is you can adjust the sugar to your liking. You can add as much or as little as you like. So if you like it more tart, add less. If you like it more sweet, add more. Or you can add any other sweetener you like. So honey, maple syrup, whatever you like. Super versatile. And this one we made with raspberry and strawberry. Today I'm going to be making cranberry strawberry. And yeah, it's delicious, easy to do, takes a few hours to cook, but super simple. So let's get started. So I am using frozen cranberries. This bag is a 600-gram bag. So I'm only going to add about half the strawberries or so. Perfect. And then I'm going to add one more bag of cranberries. And then this usually gets me about almost 4 liters of juice. And I make it a little bit stronger, but then usually when I serve it, so I like adding, I usually do half a glass of juice, half a glass of water. So you can like water it down as much as you want, or you can just drink it exactly the way it is, like this. And then to start, I'm only going to add 1 cup of sugar, and I'm going to add water, and all I'm going to do is fill up the water to not quite the top of my pot, but pretty close. All right, here is our cranberry juice. Right now it's just cranberries and water. I'm going to put that on the burner. Super heavy. All right, I'm going to put on like a medium heat, and then I'm going to give it a quick stir, and then I'm going to put the lid on, and I'll stir it every so often just to make sure berries aren't sticking to the bottom of the pot or anything like that, and that the sugar is like dissolving into the water. And then I will come back in about an hour to show you how the cranberries are. So it's still really hot and it's cooked for a few hours. I'm just going to leave it sit here on the stove, and I'm just going to put the lid on it. It's going to sit overnight, and then tomorrow we will strain the juice. Hey everyone, so it's the next day and the cranberries have been soaking in the juice overnight. I always leave it, and I always do it this way, and it's always so much more flavorful. And now, here's our cranberry juice. It's cranberry strawberry. I've got 2 bags of cranberries in here and half a bag of strawberries. Now we're going to strain it. Instead of using cheesecloth, I'm just using a produce bag. Works really, really well. It's really fine. I can wash it and use it again. And then once it's strained, I'm going to dump it into another bowl. And then once all the juice is done, then we're going to strain it one more time, just because the strawberries tend to break down, and I don't really want all those strawberry seeds in my juice, so we'll strain it a second time. Then we'll pour it all back into the pot, heat it up, and we'll see if we need to add some more sugar. I tasted it yesterday, and it's pretty tart, so it might need a bit more sugar. Then once it's heated up and the sugar is dissolved, I usually cook it for about 10 minutes just to make sure the sugar is good and cooked, because you don't want it crystallizing in your juice. Then we'll pour it into jars, and then at that point, if you bring up your juice to a boil, then you can can it in your canning pot. I usually can it in quart-sized jars, so 1 liter jars, for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then it'll be shelf stable. But I am sharing this with my brother, and then we're gonna drink the rest. So I won't be canning it this time. And yeah, so that's it. That's our juice. Let's get started and let's strain our juice. Strained our juice here twice. It's such a pretty red color. I have the leftover fruit here, so I can make a pie with it, or a sauce, or like a lazy jam. Lots of different things. We can put it in like cranberry bread. Lots of different things you could do with that. So I'll make something with that. And right now I'm just gonna give this a quick little taste and see if I need to add any sugar or anything. But isn't that a beautiful red? Such a pretty color. Oh, yeah, that's, I'm gonna add a bit more water. That's pretty tart, so I'm gonna add, I don't know, about half a cup. So now I'm gonna put this on the stove, and I'm just gonna let it cook about 10-15 minutes. Just till the sugar is like dissolved and it's warmed. And then I'm just going to put it into jars. Cranberry juice. It's all jarred up, we have 5.5 liters of juice. I've got the 3 quarts, I got the 2 pints there, and then this is 1.5 liters, so 1.5 quarts, I guess. And then I have a little bit in my glass too, so that's how much juice we got. Actually, it did really well. We have quite a bit here. And I'm just gonna put lids on that and stick it in the fridge. It's a little bit warm, so I'll wait a little bit for it to finish cooling off. Then it'll just go in the fridge. And usually we drink it within about 1 week to maybe a week and a half. And then after that, if you don't drink it all up, then you can just put it in the freezer. Make sure if you're gonna freeze it in a jar that you have enough room for it to expand so it doesn't come out of your jar or explode or anything like that. So that's it, super easy. And like I said, the fruit I'm gonna turn into something else. So that way there is no waste. Easy enough. So thanks again for joining us. Oh, hey, I have this glass. Maybe I should toast here our cranberry juice, am I right? Super good, not overly sweet, not super tart, but does have some tartness to it. I didn't put that much sugar. There's not quite 2 cups in all of the juice combined. And usually when I serve it, I'll put about this much cranberry juice and the rest water, and then it's perfect. So there you go. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye everyone.